Grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage for the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Here we go. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Man, I slept. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Well, man, no, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Man, I'm tired of this shit. Tired of it. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Man, it's the detox. Oh, no, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Said I would never do it again. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. I'm so tired of this shit. No, 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 no. Can't believe said I'll never do it again.
Hey there. Welcome to the Overcomers of Relapse podcast. I am D, your host. This is episode 9 of season 3 for my podcast. So welcome to all listeners out there. It is great to share this experience with you. I just want to put this out there right from the beginning. This podcast is not only pertaining to relapse as far as drugs, alcohol, or any other addictions. We are open to all topics. However, our main topic is why do we have addictive behaviors and how can we overcome them? On episode 9 of season 3, I would like to use for a topic, rich kid, poor kid. Rich kid, poor kid. Now, the impact of addiction disease does not care about your upbringing or your clout status. Absolutely not. It is irrelevant if you are rich or poor. This disease is like a tornado. It can hit 3 houses in a row and skip over, then hit the next 5, skip over, then hit the next 2. Now, some may question, does it give rich kids easier access to obtain addictive substances because they are more privileged? Well, this is my opinion. Yes, in some references. However, poor kids learn early in life how to be resourceful and resilient. If they have an addiction and their addiction substances is needed, trust me, I know from experience, they can make it happen. I know I am going to get some different opinions about this topic. However, living in Beverly Hills definitely has its advantages, but living in the ghetto does too. Beverly Hills living is all about quality. Ghetto living is about survival. But when it comes to addiction, both party motives are the same. Looking for that next fix and doing whatever it takes to get it. Listen, I have had friends on both sides of the tracks. And I know rich kids that would go to neighborhoods to get the dope they crave and did not know what it was cut with, just wanted that high so bad it brought them to a place they thought they would never go, or do sexually favors for other rich friends or friends of their rich parents for money in order to get high. Now, I have been friends with poor kids that would, donate blood to the blood bank to get a drink. skip paying bills, and then comfort themselves saying to themselves, I will catch up next week, which never do. And has even went as far as to use their monthly checks instead of their food vouchers for the fix they had to have. Now, you may be saying this kind of behavior does not sound like kids at all. This sounds like adult situations. Well, I called it rich kid, poor kid, because pretty much this is where it all starts during childhood. And now a lot of times we are just growing physically into adults, but are mentally still kids, because that is when we really did check out. Now, I do not want anyone think I am coming down on being rich or poor or kids, period. The point I am making is how this disease can affect anyone at any age, any race, at any lifestyle, privileged or unprivileged. It carries the same powerful sting, and it has no respect of persons. All are welcome to this club. It is open membership all the time to anyone who wishes to join. I have had several friends who came from wealthy families. Man, I thought I had found heaven on earth, having plenty of money to buy and get as high as we wanted. Most of these friends are no longer here. Trust me when I tell you this. Too much of a good thing can kill you. Being able to obtain everything you want when you want is not what people think it is. Just remember, the grass always looks greener on the other side. The one thing I realized about these well-to-do friends is they all suffered from the exact same thing. They all suffered from boredom and voidness. They felt they really had no purpose in life because they had everything at their fingertips. Trust me, they were the life of the party, especially when you can afford to pay for everything and everyone at the party. But most of these people do not develop real friendships. They just have fakers who can use them easily to get what they want because they are desperately seeking attention any way they can get it. But once the party is over, their purpose has ended. This is a lot of cases of suicide for rich kids. It's sad. Now, when it comes to poor kids, a lot of habits and addictions are developed strongly to escape what they believe is their reality. That is not caused by any of their actions, just what you were born into. Your status of your childhood is not your responsibility. And although you may not have power over your situation right now, you can change it in your adulthood. But during that false fantasy feeling good period, you do not have to feel that you are deserted, not treated fairly, looked at differently in society, and most of all, the hurt feeling that is will always be like this. That is always going to be like this. Nothing will ever change for me. And getting high is my way out of the reality of it. I know, been there. In the ghetto. Not just your physical address, but it could be your thinking process too. Who would not want to escape? I was once in rehab, and this was a big, big debate. Can you imagine rich and poor people arguing about who is easier to become addicted to a substance? At the end of the day, rich or poor, black or white, we are all victims. And if we will be honest, all are fools if we don't seek help in some way. Because being rich or poor does not stop this disease from taking anyone out. Let's put our differences behind us. Because, let's say, even the rich kid helps the poor kid with his financial status. Then he is no longer really materialistic poor. And even if the poor kid helps the rich kid figure out that life is not about what and how much they have, but coming to terms of their real purpose in existence. At the end of the day, they are still both doomed with battling with this disease. And with that being said, both are losers, not because they did not achieve sobriety, but because they let their status that the world has labeled them with in the way of trying. Well, that's it for episode 9 of season 3. Please visit my website, The Overcomers of Relapse Lounge. It's listed on the screen. Please feel free to post on blog, share thoughts, and also feel free to chat. Contact information is on there also, along with a lot of great music. Also, come join us on my Facebook group called Overcomers of Relapse Lounge. A lot of great inspiring posts and just a great group of people to chat with. Let me know your opinions and thoughts, and also if you would like to be a guest on the podcast. Thanks again for joining me. Talk with you again very soon. Take care of yourselves out there. Bye-bye.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage for the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference in who we go. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Man, I slept. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Well, man, no, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Man, I'm tired of this shit. Tired of it. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Man, it's the detox. Oh, no, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Said I would never do it again. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. I'm so tired of this shit. No, 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 no. Can't believe that I never